Most of the faces surrounding Pacquiao in the gym are familiar. Along with the trainer, there are longtime assistants Buboy Fernandez and Nonoy Nuri. New to the camp is Roach's latest pupil, two-time Chinese Olympic gold medalist Su Shiming. Noticeably absent is Alex Ariza, Pacquiao's strength and conditioning coach for the past 5 years, who was exiled over the summer.
Alex Ariza, the thing is, when he first came into camp, I thought he did a good job. Then he starts yelling instructions from the corner, and I didn't know I lost my job, but he wanted to do everyone's job. And the thing is, I just couldn't have that anymore.
There's a lot of issues about him and about Freddie, and I don't want quarreling in my group.
I told Manny, I think we should get rid of him, and Manny said, well, you hired him. I said, all right, then I'll fire him.
You know, I brought 6 different sparring partners to training camp. I've been working with some rugged guys. The guys that we used the most in training camp was the guys who emulated the same style. We wanted that same look, that same style, that same ruggedness, that same come straight ahead like a bull throwing wild shots. To be the best, of course, you got to face the best. I'm extremely hungry for this fight. I really, really want to win.
You can't take too much water.
Today, he welcomes a strength and conditioning coach to his court.
Alex, what's up, baby? Come over here. Over here.
Alex Ariza is known as a magnet for controversy. For years, Ariza worked with Manny Pacquiao, and more recently, Marcos Maidana, for the first fight with Floyd. Is his sudden presence in camp a sign of gamesmanship, mutual admiration, or a bit of both?
That boy know he needs you to help get his weight off. And that boy know he weighing 160. 160 something right now. As he know he needs you to help get his weight off. They ain't loyal. We gonna get him though, because they ain't loyal. I've been on my same team for 18 years.
Been doing this a long time, and that's the first time I've ever seen anything like it.
Keep working.
I've been here 2 hours, and I think that dude took like 3 breaks. That's just a 2-hour workout. Stop. Yeah, I think it puts things in perspective, like, as to why he is where he is. I think the most important thing that I've seen is that he's self-motivated. Doesn't need anybody to tell him what to do, when to do, how to do. He does it, and he does it 100%.
I can remember my life when I was young. We're nothing. I mean, sometimes we eat, sometimes we don't have food to eat. So that's our life before.
On a week such as this one, Manny Pacquiao's reflections on where he came from take on a special poignancy. He knows he is no longer as vulnerable as so many others, and instead, an 8-time champion who's earned millions in a storied 18-year career.
Right now, I'm very happy and thankful to God because He gave me these blessings.
He's ever trained entirely at home here in General Santos. And early on this Monday morning, as Pacquiao begins his day at the Acheron Sports Complex, a crowd swells at the opportunity to watch the workout for free.
I am happy and excited to have my training here in Jensen because while I'm in training, I can see people around and poor people. They give me inspiration.
I always ask Manny, why do you stay there? He says, it's my home. You know, and I say, why don't you go like someplace maybe a little safer? And he said, this is where I grew up, this is where I'll live the rest of my life. We had a good training camp here, we have a good gym, so I'm happy.
The doors of the Wildcard Gym may be closed for the workouts, But that doesn't stop a persistent group from waiting outside to see him when he leaves. In so many other places in the world, they want just a glimpse. Here, the people's champion knows how much more they need.
My heart is always like with them, and I want to help them because I've been there. I've been there before. That's my life before.
And when he finally does get in the car, another benefit of training in General Santos is revealed. Home is just a 10-minute drive away.
I think this is one of the best camps that we've been in a long time. We're in General Santos in his hometown, so he's home at his own bed every night with his family. His wife, Jinky's here constantly.
My wife is pregnant, so I'm excited for that.
Actually, we are so blessed to have this baby because we didn't expect it. I don't know yet if it's a boy or a girl. Maybe he thinks that he has an 8 belt and now he wants to have an 8 kids too.
He's the first one to head to sleep in a house that's always crowded with family and friends. There is business to tend to in the morning. The business that's lifted him into a life so many others could only dream about.
I don't really have to focus on my opponent. What I like to focus on is me.
His decisions on fight night will be instinctive, unscripted, and in the moment.
When we get inside that ring, it's something that's totally different. It's not about who hit the hardest. It's about who has the will to win more.
It's midnight, but his training day is about to begin. By now, with only 8 days to go, Floyd has shifted to a nocturnal training schedule, anticipating the time of the fight.
We're just gonna box this guy. Faster, come on, do. I said, I think the knockout will come somewhere along the way, but let's not look for it like we did in the last fight. I think the real simple game plan is just outbox this guy and use the angles and work the body because I think he's a little soft.
It's a good fight. I think I can easily hit him in the face.
Still, consider that one of the most decorated boxers in the history of the sport was awaiting him on the other side of the world.
With everything to lose.
Floyd Mayweather in the toughest fight of his career.
One man seeks the ruination of a legacy. The other, nothing less than boxing immortality.
I know I'm the best. I know it deep in my heart. I know it deep in my soul. I know there's no fighter that's better than me. I know there will never be another fighter ever in the history of boxing that's better than me, and I know it.
I want a good, clean fight. Let's go. Vamos.